Hello, welcome. This is Coach Herbert. Thank you very much for listening to my podcasts and thank you very much for sharing them so that other people can also listen to them. Now, do you know that you are the problem? You have heard me. I'm saying, do you know that you are the problem? Nelson Mandela says that, or said that, it always seems impossible until it's done. Now, in this podcast, I'm basically looking at you and only you. Remember, I'm the author of The Brain, Your Wealth, Mentor Boy Child, Raising Money Savvy Children, and Wake Up It's Time. Get my books. Just inbox me so that you can read really what I've written for you. Now, we are looking at you, and I'm saying you are the problem. In fact, you should say, I am the problem. You're getting me? Say to yourself, I am the problem. You're getting me? Now, whatever type of problem you are facing, always take responsibility and say to yourself, I am the problem. Because once you see yourself as the problem, you can see yourself as the solution. Once you see yourself as the problem, you will see yourself as the solution. I guess and I believe this makes sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, then you are the problem. In fact, the problem is not the problem. The problem is you. Hope we are together. When you see yourself as the victim of your problem or problems, you lose the power to solve them. You shut down creativity when you declare the source of the trouble to be outside of you. You stop being creative. Because instead of you trying to solve the problem, you start saying, look, it's Herbert, it's Jane, it's Rita. So you lose that creativity that is within you. In fact, sometimes you stop thinking. However, once you say, I'm the problem, there is great power that shifts from the outside to the inside. This means you can become the solution. I hope we are together. The same is true when you become willing always to see yourself as the problem. It is simply a way to think. Unfortunately, our society today is in the habit of thinking the opposite of I'm the problem. Hope we are together. So, one needs to experience a sense of control over their existence. This requires that you are willing to take responsibility for your actions and the attainment of your goals. This means that you take responsibility for your life and your well-being. When I had just left university, I spent a lot of years pointing fingers whenever I would apply for a job and fail to get, I would lament. Many fresh graduates say that the problem why they are unemployed is because of bad government. Now let me tell you, those who fail to set up small businesses to enable them earn some money have others they blame. What does this mean? It means the blame goes on and on. So if I didn't have enough money, or when I didn't have enough money, it was somebody else's fault. Even my perceived personality flaws were somebody else's fault. You're getting me? So what I want you to know is, no one showed me early in life how to be self-sufficient. Another blame game. Are you getting me? Now I'm blaming that no one showed me early in life how to be self-sufficient. I'm blaming again. We don't want to be responsible for our problems. Are you getting me? But as many other people do, I was avoiding a basic truth. I was the problem. Imagine I fought so hard to avoid the truth. I thought it looks entirely shameful and negative. But I later realized that accepting responsibility for the problem gave me new power for solving it. As I conclude, I later realized it was all about me, and it is still all about me. Thank you very much for listening to my podcast. We have been talking about you, or you can say Coach Herbert has been talking about me, and I'm saying you are the problem. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for following my podcasts, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Soon I'll be giving out some books that I have authored, especially to those listeners to my podcast. So please don't go away. And as I always say, keep your dreams alive.